What are you doing here?
I've been asking myself the same question.
Classic or not, these are the movies that men fear. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 chick flicks that men hate.
I don't believe you, baby.
Just to be clear, we're not saying that these are necessarily bad movies, we're simply pointing out that they happen to be unappealing to those born with a Y chromosome.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
Number 10, Bridget Jones's Diary. Let's get things started with a Hugh Grant movie. While they're all pretty painful to watch, this one casts Grant's self-important, overblown, stuttering idiot persona in a bad boy role. Beyond that, his love interest is Renee Zellweger, who plays the all-too-compelling role of a woman struggling with her weight, age, job, and confidence, all while keeping a diary about her male fantasies. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
I must go. Because... well... bye.
Number 9, Dirty Dancing. For a film that sounds like it has promise, it sure does have a lot of sappy moments.
I'll never be sorry.
Neither will I.
Its story centers on a girl named Baby falling in love with a frequently shirtless dance instructor played by Patrick Swayze. While there was potential for something compelling, it unfortunately comes off as so hokey that it's sickening. Please, not another Swayze ass shot. Also, it features a surprising amount of 80s music for a film set in the 60s.
Yes, I know it's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight.
Number 8, Mamma Mia. We get it. The characters feel strongly about stuff. Do they really have to sing about it all the time? For the uninitiated, Mamma Mia is basically ABBA music wrapped in fluff, masquerading as Shakespeare.
I wasn't jealous before we met. Now every man that I see is a potential threat.
At the center of this spectacle is a girl who doesn't know who her biological father is, which concludes with the important moral that you shouldn't settle for one father when you can have 3 loaded ones. Number 7, A Walk to Remember. This romantic drama features a jerk-off jock that ends up falling for a terminally ill religious girl. Gut-wrenchingly depressing, it's also painfully formulaic, specifically aimed at tugging on your heartstrings while hammering home a few religious undertones just for good measure. Although there's nothing thematically wrong with the film, watching it is like pulling off a band-aid for an hour and a half.
She taught me everything. About life, hope, and the long journey ahead.
Number 6, My Best Friend's Wedding.
This just makes everything so perfect.
Weddings. There's always a winner. Here, a woman realizes that she loves her best friend, but it's too late, he's about to marry a gorgeous rich chick. Cue the shenanigans, because everybody knows the best way to win somebody over is to sabotage his happiness. But see, it's okay, because the person who really stands to get hurt is a ditzy blonde girl, so she obviously deserves it, right?
It is not going well. This is what comes of telling the truth.
Number 5, Sex in the City. Apparently, the joys of being a middle-aged woman are best expressed by a film which depicts men as unintelligent, one-dimensional creatures that only desire sex. Aside from the brutal accuracy of that aspect, the film is a redundant fantasy that is about as complex and compelling as the cliff notes to an issue of Cosmo.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
And why the f*** doesn't anyone ever ask Carrie what the hell she's wearing? Number 4, The English Patient. Elaine from Seinfeld said it best, and she wasn't even a dude.
Quit telling your stupid story about the stupid desert and just die already. Die!
A tragic tale about a doomed romance between a field nurse and a horribly burned World War II pilot. It's the special kind of chick flick that celebrates adultery. Aiming to be the next Casablanca, the long, tedious flashbacks drag the film to torturously boring lengths. Rather than a sweeping romantic epic, it's actually just a surefire way to cure insomnia.
You're wearing the thimble.
Of course. You idiot. I always wear it. I've always worn it. I've always loved you.
Number 3, Dear John. Heartthrob Channing Tatum stars in this depressing, cliched, and unwatchable film. And we're not even speaking about G.I. Joe.
I don't know why I came here.
Attempting to capitalize on The Notebook's fanatic popularity, it drags the audience through a checklist of cliches in a story about love, war, and snail mail. Cause you know, email isn't romantic. Yeah, we're looking at you, Tom Hanks.
I've been staring at this blank page for the last 2 hours. Well, if I'm being honest, I've been staring at it for the last 2 months.
Number 2, The Notebook. Aside from the framing device with the old people, which, don't lie, nobody really likes, you can basically describe the plot from The Notebook by copying the plot of Lady and the Tramp and substituting all the instances of the word poodle for Ryan Gosling and the pound for World War II. Aside from the totally believable parts of the film where Ryan Gosling gets rejected, we get to top the whole thing off with a crushing reminder that Alzheimer's is still technically stronger than love.
What's going on here? Am I supposed to know you? No. No! No!
Number 1, Twilight. Taking the top spot is the chick flick that takes werewolves and vampires, two of the coolest things around, and defangs them, making them all shirtless, sparkly, and sappy. Overflowing with tortured teenage angst, cardboard characters, and painfully awful acting. Only the pre-teeniest of girl could enjoy a film that literally sucks this hard. Agree with our list? As a guy, which chick flick is your greatest nightmare to be dragged to?
I hate it!
For more entertaining top 10s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I mean, I know it's been awkward as arse, but there's no need to leave.
No, actually there is.